Everybody enjoying their beautiful Tuesday? So I wanted to come on and talk about this week's astrological transits. So we have two major astrological events this week. The first one will be the full moon in the sign of Taurus. That's going to be on the 5th, which is tomorrow. So Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Taurus rules the second house in the astrological wheel of life. So the second house governs value and assets, wealth, things that we own, things that we value, and our values in general. So, this is going to be a very powerful full moon. I'm going to be doing a prosperity ritual. This is probably one of the best full moons to work with for prosperity and wealth, especially because Taurus is an earth sign and it controls the earth plane. So this is will be a good time to harness that energy to manifest success and wealth, especially as we're moving into um, the latter part of this year and approaching the solstice. So we want to charge up our prosperity energy with a very strong sign like the sign of Taurus. This particular full moon will illuminate that part of your chart. Now you want to take a look at your natal chart to see where Taurus lies in your chart, because that'll be the area that'll get illuminated. Now we know when the moon is full, it brings things to the surface. It is about illumination. Now you can do any type of working during the full moon, because the power of the moon is going to be very strong and it's going to help to enhance and intensify whatever you do spiritually, ritualistically. Now, the second major event that we're going to be having is Mercury is going to be moving retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius. This particular Mercury retrograde will affect me because I'm a Sagittarius, as well as other Sagittariuses and the other mutable signs. So that would be Pisces and Virgo and Gemini are going to be impacted the most, but everybody is going to feel it to some extent. Now, Mercury governs our communication and technology, things with moving parts. So we already know the general rules during Mercury retrograde. It's not a good time to make major decisions, start new projects, buy major appliances or products that are like technology and have moving parts. This is a good time for self-reflection. Now, this particular retrograde is in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the truth. Thank you. How you doing today? Sagittarius is the truth seeker. They believe in speaking the truth. Now, this retrograde is going to be during the holidays, y'all. Okay. Blessings to you as well. So this is going to be during the holidays. This is going to be during Thanksgiving. So pack your patience, y'all. This might make for an interesting Thanksgiving. You know, people get together and sometimes issues come up. So this may be a time where family gets together and somebody decides to tell the brutal, honest truth and cause an argument, okay? Because Mercury retrograde deals with communication issues, arguments, miscommunication, and where people tend to kind of pop off, okay? And Sagittarius, Mercury and Sagittarius is definitely pop out, crash out energy. Okay, so I was reading the comment, y'all. Sorry, I should be paying more attention, but I was reading the comment. So yes, pack your patience during this retrograde, y'all. Try not to cuss nobody out. Okay, I know it's probably coming for some of you, especially if you're a mutable sign or if you're a Sagittarius. This would be not be the time to play with Sagittariuses or play with the mutable signs, because they're gonna give it to you. They're gonna come with that bow and arrow and they're gonna shoot you dead in your head. Okay? Shoot you dead between the eyes with the truth. Like Sagittarius is known for doing. Matter of fact, one this weekend, while I was doing the event, I was giving a reading, and one of the ladies that was sitting with the woman that I was doing the reading for started talking about her Sagittarius friends and how they take her out with the truth. She said, y'all don't play." So she already know, because she has a Sagittarius as a close friends, and she say they lay me out every time with that truth. They hit hard. So just be patient. Pack your patience, y'all. It's nothing to be afraid of. You know, the world doesn't shut down, and we shouldn't shut down either. For some of you, signing contracts, be mindful of that during this particular retrograde. If you have to, if you're in a business where you have to sign contracts, you have to do business, you have to make major decisions, this is a time for you to be more prudent, be more diligent. Cross your T's, dot your I's, do your research, move a bit slower. Make sure you're very clear on your communications in whatever endeavors you're dealing with that deals with Mercury, because Mercury deals with anything with words, okay? So that does govern also contracts as well. Anything that you sign becomes a contract. So employment contracts. If you're in real estate, you're always dealing with contracts. Okay. If you're in real estate, this full moon would be a good time to do some energy and ritual work. Okay. Because real estate deals with Taurus energy. Okay. Assets, wealth, things that you own, and it will definitely help you with sales and increasing your sales, the volume of sales, the amount of money that you're making with those sales. Anybody in the sales industry, well, anyone in general, you don't have to be in sales to benefit from doing work on this particular full moon, but I'm just giving you guys some ideals. All right, I don't want to keep you too long today. I just wanted to come on briefly and touch on what's going on astrologically this week. If you need any services from me, I'm going to be doing a ritual. Go to my page, www.enchanteddeepest.com. I'll be doing a prosperity ritual tomorrow. So you can purchase that as well as any of your spiritual needs and products, services. Enjoy the rest of your beautiful Tuesday, your Mars day. Oh, and you know what? Speaking of Mars, Mars is also in Sagittarius. That's why I say the fight might come out, okay? Because Mars is hot in Sagittarius along with Mercury in Sagittarius retrograde. Yes, there's bound to be some fights. Okay, let's just keep it clean. All right, y'all. Peace.